Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato, and welcome back to Scotland the Brave. Indeed, in this episode, we have got a bunch of stuff that hopefully is going to get completed. We've got a caravel completing in just 3 turns, which is very, very exciting indeed. 3 measly turns before we get ourselves a an exploration device to sail the 7 seas. What is this? You want that? That's a no. I absolutely want to keep my great works. Thanks. That is a shame. Yeah, I believe I bought it off you actually. You're offering me horses. Yeah, that's actually a darn good deal. Can we push this? Can we push this further? You cannot accept this deal. Make it more equitable. How about this? Okay, look, that's the best that I'm gonna get. Maybe we could push this a little bit further with open borders. I don't really care about open borders. Push it to 9. 9 is a bridge too far, and then let's push that to maybe 30. I mean, it's all about just maximizing the value that you can accept. Okay, 10. You cannot accept 5. Okay, looks like you really will only take 2. Well, I'd rather have gold per turn rather than gold all at once, even if it doesn't work out in our financial favor, in our best interest. I like the idea of gold per turn because it just, you know, it's not exactly more secure. Foreign City Games independence. Oh ho! Beautiful. And that's Georgia out. Interestingly enough, that is Georgia out of the game, which is very fun. What is going on there? And why are my archers being attacked? I feel that I should definitely try and intervene here. I'm gonna move back and I'm gonna fortify up. Yeah. So, in terms of what we actually want to accomplish, we got a couple of bits and bobs that I think that we probably want to do, but chief amongst them really is making sure that we up our exploration game. There's some Japanese missionaries over here. Not super happy with that. Didn't mean to click that guy over there, but that's fine. Choose production. I think we just finished a temple over here. I really don't care about getting that holy site up to date. Building a wonder? 40 turns to build a wonder? Don't really think it's that worth it for us, to be honest. There's not much that we can really build here. We can build an aqueduct, and that might actually not be the craziest thing in the world. And it is pretty darn good. Ancient walls also might not be the craziest thing to do. I think we bought the university here, if I can recall. It was either we bought the university or we bought the other thing, whatever it was, the library. That's it. The level before the university. What do we want to build in Dumfries? I'm not actually certain. A harbour, it would be good if we could get another harbour up and running, purely because, well, firstly, we'll be able to take advantage of those fish over there, but also because we don't actually have that much coastal presence, and if we do want to get another caravel over here, then that would be really, really great. Calcutta, by the way, which was, you know, formed by India, or settled by India, should I say, already has rebelled, which is very interesting. You can come out here, we'll get you to go and kill that barbarian, then we'll go and get you to kill that dude over there. We do have Niter now, very interesting. It's not developed yet, so it's perhaps worth us building a worker in order to do that. I don't really know why Japan is trying to religion their way to success, but that's okay. We're producing an arena over there. Industrial zone. Perfect. Okay, you know what? All things considered, it could be worse. It could be worse. I am constantly afraid of the fact that this guy is going to attack me up here, Mr. Congo. But unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, Mr. Congo actually kind of likes me. And I've also got an alliance with India, although India, I'm pretty sure, if their capital is only 7, probably has had some serious problems. They do have a caravel though, which is quite nice. We've got crossbowmen. Where are these guys going? Maybe we just set them to explore. I mean, we can't set them to automatically explore, unfortunately, but I guess we'll just set them to explore. Yeah. We'll keep our troops around here. Honestly, I don't really think that there is anything too much that we need to do right now, which is quite nice. Let me have a little look at the oh, I need to do it this way. And then there we go, this way. Then I can have a look. Now, what is the loyalty situation over here? The loyalty situation here is that it is going down by 1.8 per turn, which is fine, but it's going to take a heck of a long time in order to get to a low enough level in order to become my city. Although I think it will become my city in time. Yeah, rebellion in 50 turns. Fine. Get you to move down here. And then we'll just get you to fortify. Pretty sure you won't be able to move out of there anyway, so we should be able to kill that barbarian next turn. And happy days. Yeah, in terms of getting Hong Kong back, I'm pretty disappointed by the fact that Montezuma has managed to frog leap me, Montezuma of the Aztecs. The fact that he is so far away and has managed to have that much influence on Hong Kong is rather infuriating. I can get Mohenjo-Daro back fairly easily. Just need one more. One more envoy. So we'll be able to do that. Culture at the moment ain't too good, but it will be very, very good as soon as we complete this amphitheater. And another one, another amphitheater is coming along just nicely indeed. Okay, Gandhi is a peacekeeper. Merchant Republic, 100% production towards Renaissance and Industrial Era. Colonial offices, 15% faster growth, and 3 loyalty points for city not on your original capital's continent. That's pretty useless. And pasture improvements receive 1 food. That's what really matters, to be honest. Merchant Republic, is Merchant Republic better than Theocracy, which is what we are at the moment? I would actually say it absolutely is. Because Theocracy plays, you know, you can play the religious angle, which is good, but we really are not playing religious stuff at all. You know, we're not really using that sort of side of things. 10% gold in all cities with an established governor. That's really good. 15% production towards districts. That's also really good. I'm going to take that. 50% discount on all unit upgrades. That's probably what we want to keep. What do we want to get? +2 great merchant points, great admiral points, great writer, great general. Probably great writer, to be honest. I think so. I think that's also an interesting one, although unfortunately that's probably better. Let's get a great writer point. I think that's probably the best thing, all things considered. We finally 1450 AD, we finally discover how boats work. That's great. Can we get you to do automatic exploration, please? That would be very, very nice indeed. Let's choose a civic. We can only choose 1 civic, supposedly. Humanism. Excuse me? That's very, very rude. 2 great engineer points, great artist, art museum, archaeological museum, Taj Mahal. Cool. Well, we'll queue that up. We'll get that to work. Shipyard, that would be pretty good. It's only going to take 9 turns. An industrial zone. I did briefly think about putting an industrial zone here. It would either be in one of these 2 spaces right over there. But do we want anything else? Aqueduct is definitely off the table. Theater Square is probably going to end up being built. An entertainment complex can be built pretty much anywhere, even on that desert tile. Oxford University is something that I do want to continue building. and something that we should probably try and get done as soon as possible, just on the off chance that someone else has managed to start building it already, but that's okay. It's recommended that we build this. Every bonus resource in this tile must be built adjacent to a commercial hub. 28 turns. You know what? Sure. Let's go and do it, I guess. We're just going to build a huge great mountain there, because that's very reasonable. Move you over there. You know what? The more that time passes, the more I'm sure that we're probably not going to get attacked by whatever his name is, Mr. Congo up there. There we go. And let's go to the next turn. We could also buy something. I feel that we've got a lot of money, so we should probably buy something. Goodness me, this is crazy. Can we warn Japan not to spread our religion? I think we tried that in the last episode, and that just didn't work out. But if he was a human player, I would definitely be interested in doing that. Are we going to lose these archers here? Yes, we are. That is a bummer. Okay, well, whatever. It happens. It does occasionally happen that I lose a unit. Man, we should have microed that. I should have concentrated on the 2 units that I was trying to build.
We leaped for the mechanical things. People need the use of their hands to feel creative.
Yep, indeed. And this truly is a fantastic, fantastic bit of tech for us. We're getting the factory, which is just, you know, great on all levels. The Ruhr Valley Wonder, which is something that we should probably try and build, I would guess, maybe in like Aberdeen or something. I think it's our highest production city. Stirling's not far behind. Neither's Glasgow, actually. Glasgow's actually slightly ahead of Stirling. Now, Glasgow. Does Glasgow have an industrial zone? It doesn't have an industrial zone. Now, we could give Glasgow an industrial zone. What is currently being worked on in Glasgow? Is there anything that's being currently worked on in Glasgow? Maybe not. Well, that's great, because we're gonna give Glasgow an industrial zone. Because that means eventually, hopefully, that we can try and build Ruhr Valley in Glasgow. Now, we could build it in Aberdeen if we set it up. Must be adjacent to the industrial. Must be adjacent to a river as well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we can build it right here, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas I don't actually think we would be able to build it in Aberdeen. I mean, theoretically we could if we built it there and then we built Ruhr Valley right there. But I think, honestly, that if we spread our production out a little bit, that's probably not the end of the world. So it is going to take us 6 turns in order to get the industrial zone up and running. However, I think it's probably fine. We're still probably ahead of the curve when it comes to science, I would imagine. Let me have a little look. Science victory, the technologies research 31. Yep, so I'm ahead of Mr. Congo. I can't tell how much these people are, but I'm pretty ahead of the curve, I think. We're doing quite well for science, I would say. Okay, now we need to do the big job of deciding actually what is the next technology that we want to try and push forward. Gunpowder's pretty interesting. We do need to develop our niter, but that's not a problem. We are all the way up here with industrialization. Steam power, +2 movement for embarked units, and an ironclad. That would be pretty darn sick. Build 2 neighborhoods, stepwell, improvements, rifling, flight. I would love to get flight. I'm 11 turns away from flight. You know what? I feel like flight is something that I'm very interested in. I'm interested in chemistry, though, I think, probably, first and foremost. And that will get us into the modern era as well, so That will really prove that we're ahead of the curve. Let's go up there. Perfect. We're on a little bit of an explorer. Anyway, yes, the whole thought process behind getting chemistry is that we can get a whole bunch of science from a research lab, which is kind of nice. There is a whole bunch of stuff up here once you get to the modern era. I love the modern era. I think the modern era and the industrial era are my two favorite eras. If someone can have a favorite era, I just love them and all the techs and the advantages that come with them. New continent discovered. Oh my goodness. Our explorer is naming it Europe. Interesting indeed. Trading post has been created. Fine. I'm going to go and station you up here. Purely because I'm very, very worried about Japan. And they, you know, it's an invasion of apostles at the moment. But it could be an invasion of something else relatively soon. Make demand. No, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't tell them to stop. I can't tell them to stop spreading their stinking religion to my shores, unfortunately. Oh darn, I should have moved the horsey. That was rather silly, wasn't it? What is going on down here? Japan has been targeted for a declaration of war by Stockholm. Interesting. India has denounced the evil deeds of Japan. Well, that's fine. Allied reports Catherine and Dimitri for cooperating. Fine. That's okay. Look, I'm more just keen on making sure that we actually explore some of these places. What on earth is going on here? Is Japan on course for a religious victory? He is. He bloomin' well is. That is quite crazy. Okay, well, let's... I don't want to spread Buddhism to anywhere. Hinduism? I probably want to try and spread a little bit of Hinduism. Although, actually... This is totally fine, because we've got Buddhism that's coming over here, and then we've got Hinduism coming over here. So, I'm actually Team Gandhi when it comes to this, I think. Aberdeen, so this would be a Stirling to Aberdeen. Yeah. That would be a good trade route. Let's just go for it. I don't want to faff around with trade routes too much anyway. Delhi is in a bad shape if it's only got a population of 8. That is very, very poor. Aberdeen is at 15. That's quite something. This is just simply incredible. And also, look, Mr. Congo is trading with me, which makes it even less likely that he'll declare war on me suddenly. What are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Did I accidentally click you to go up there? It's not something that I'm super happy with that. I want you to come down here and take out these rebels. Okay. Now let's go back over here and actually sort out this knight. There we go. Move over here. Great. How many turns are we away from Oxford University? 18 turns away. 18 turns away. That's very, very good. Pretty happy with that. Amphitheater coming along nicely. Whole heck of a lot of culture. 4 turns away from Glasgow. Getting an industrial zone. Gotta bear in mind that this is actually a pretty darn solid city. It was the capital, and it's going to be a production hub for us as well, especially with the new population that we're getting in a turn. So that's very, very nice indeed. I want to go and quickly just check the loyalty over here. Still losing 1.8 per turn. Base strength is a free city. Other effects here. Nearby cities. Yeah, fine. What about you over here? City will fall to the Scottish Empire when it reaches 0. Yeah, but you're currently at full loyalty. Georgia still can exert an influence, which is kind of interesting. But that's fine. Okay, let's go to the next turn. Ah, so there is a path. Why would you go down there? An unmet player has been defeated. Sterling needs more housing. Both of those are fine. Congo has denounced the evil deeds of Japan. Alright, well, let me get on board with this. I'm going to get on board with denouncing these evil deeds. Tell you what, I would love to destroy some of these apostles. Are these my dudes here? Oh, supposedly they are. Why have I still got dudes all the way down here? Let's just ride away. Okay, pikemen. I'm not entirely sure. There would be a major defeat if I was to attack there. Alright, well, I guess I'll just retreat and we'll forget about that encounter then. I'll bring my other sword chap across there. Should I say sword chap? No, it's a knight. I'll bring my other knight across. Just in case these barbarians want to do something funky. What do I care about in Edinburgh? Not much, as it turns out. We need to get a campus, but it's going to take us 40 turns. That is ludicrous. 40 turns. I guess we'll build a temple, because that's the only thing that's going to be completed in decent time. An amphitheater. You get so much culture from an amphitheater. It really is incredible. So that's something to bear in mind. Gain 3 governor promotions or cities. Non-home continent. Hey, tell you what, that would not be the worst thing in the world to build. 38 turns, though. I'm not really sure I'm committed to 38 turn thing. I wanted to get an industrial zone over here. That is something that I definitely want to do. And I think, in fact, I am going to do it. I'm going to get an industrial zone right over there. Perfect. Let's keep on exploring. Is this all that India's got? Presume there must be a third or maybe even fourth city. Third city down here, fourth city up there. That's not much. And especially it's on a very small area. Who's this up here? Is that Norway? You want me to give you diamonds. And you'll give me open borders. I will actually accept that deal. And the reason that I'm going to accept that deal is because I see your capital is over here. And if I've got my my crossbowmen exploring over there, then that is something that I would be interested in exploring. Mumbai, okay. Still, the fact that Delhi is only level 8 strikes me as just somewhat of a surprise. And what the heck is going on here? Is this some bug where Japan has just decided to leave unbelievable amount of Buddhist monks or Buddhist apostles in my land? Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Also, it's probably worth us taking stock. We're in second place. Japan is leading. Japan is leading in terms of domination. His military strength is crazy. His religious victory is pretty insane, actually, at the moment. Science victory, Arabia is leading. We've got higher science per turn, so it's only a matter of time before we overtake. Also, culture per turn. I think our victory condition is probably going to lie in either culture or science, which is great because I really like the science victory. However, we need to stop Japan. We need to stop the spread of. We need to stop the spread of this plague, this Buddhist plague. I think I'm gonna start denouncing him. Show me action, purpose, and discipline. Make demand. Making demands will harm your relationship. Shock horror. We don't have a CB yet, but we will declare a formal war eventually, I suspect, even if it is negative for us. All right, let's get you out of there. We'll just control you manually if you're not going to be able to get past Calcutta over there. That's fine. We can deal with this. Okay, and at that note, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap things up. We're 15 turns away from finishing off Oxford University. 17 turns away from something over there. And a whole bunch of other things are going to be completing the very next turn. So thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Civilization 6, Scotland the Brave. I'll see you next time. Bye.